Hey everybody, I wanted to talk a little bit about my first encounter with the Lord. I really thought I had an encounter with the Lord far before my true first time. I went to church like everybody said I was supposed to. I showed up on time for things. I wore the long dresses. I sung in the choir. I did all of the things that it seems like I was being told were necessary to have this encounter. So it shocked me when life really happened and I found out the relationship and the God that I thought I knew, I really did not know at all. It was interesting because the preacher I sat under would preach this message consistently, that some of your husbands are going to leave. Will God still be God? I remember looking around to see who he could be talking about, even as he said that, never thinking he could be talking to me. When my ex-husband actually left is the start of my true encounter, my true initial encounter with the Lord. After trying to commit suicide, after telling the Lord this is not the life I signed up for, after praying and crying to pray my ex-husband back rather than praying that the will of the Lord be done, understanding that every individual makes their own decisions. I finally got to a place where I gave up. After I gave up, I tried to drive off of the side of a bridge. And I remember after having my children set up, saying their godmother would keep them until my mother could get them, thinking I was being a good mom by pawning them off and setting that process up and trying to drive off of that bridge is when the Lord stopped the car. I still don't know to this day how it stopped, but I remember crying out to the Lord that very night, and that was the beginning of my true encounter with Jesus Christ. How he not only saved my life, but he reminded me that the life I was trying to take was not a life he was done with yet. And now I walk in true purpose because of that encounter. God bless you. I hope that touched somebody's heart.